Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. My name is Imagine and I am here with another video. This video is a little different from my other videos because for one, I'm using my voice, and for two, I am here making a mystery type of video. I don't even know what to call it, but I just want to try different things based on The Sims on this channel just to see which reaches the most viewers, because a lot of people like varieties or however you say that word in people's channels. So that is what I'm here to do today, just to test it out and see if you guys like these type of videos or not. So in today's video, we will be going over the case of Bella Goth and what really happened with her. The Goth family is the most talked about mysteries in The Sims to this day, so I decided to take a deeper dive into this case using the handy internet. Links will be put in the description in case you guys wanted to read into this yourselves. But if you hate reading like me, go ahead and grab your popcorn and hide under your blankets, because we are about to get as deep into this as it goes. The Goth family were introduced in the first series of The Sims and are still shown in the latest versions. Each time they make a comeback, some players get spooked, being that Bella is known for dying after returning from her disappearance. Bella is the daughter of Simis and Jocasta, I don't know if I'm saying it right, Bachelor, and the younger sister of Michael Bachelor. She grew up in Sunset Valley, where she met her soon-to-be husband, Mortimer. It is said that they used to sneak into each other's homes when they were younger. Once Bella and Mortimer got married, they moved to 5 Sim Lane and had a daughter, Cassandra Goth. 5 Sim Lane was a 2-story home with a graveyard in the back. There were 8 gravestones that were associated with ghosts and would haunt the lot and house at night. The ghosts are known as Grandpa, Grandma, Uncle, Auntie, Cousin, Vegas, Bratty, and Boy. In The Sims 2, 25 years later from The Sims, Mortimer's memories show fire and burned food icons, which make players think he burnt down the original Goth house. Although parts of the house from Sims 5 Lane were rebuilt in The Sims 2 so they could take family story pictures. Isn't it crazy that Bella's family died mysteriously too? It's almost as if someone were after them. It all started with Lady Raven Dancer Goth, who's immortalized as the author of Lady Raven Dancer Goth's book of spells that can be found in The Sims 3's Gothic library in Sunset Valley. It's said to have been placed there by the early Goth family who built the library once they settled in town, and ever since then, magic has been linked to the whole family. 19th century, Morgana Goth was known for enchanting, manipulating, and controlling men with her beauty. The spells were so powerful that a man created a doll that resembled her, which can be found in The Sims 3 Showtime expansion. Allegedly, because of magic's abilities and an unofficial curse on the female members of the Goth family, each generation has to suffer for Morgana's actions. It goes deeper than that though, but I'm gonna stop there. Somewhere between The Sims and The Sims 2, Bella and Mortimer had another child, Alexander Goth, and then moved to 165 Sim Lane in Pleasant View. Mortimer is now older and having an affair with a young girl who I later found out was Dina Caliente, daughter of Flamenco and Nat Caliente. I don't know if I'm saying these names right, but I'm attempting, so please bear with me. She is also the twin sister of Nina Caliente. She was only using Mortimer for his money though, allegedly. Dina and Nina both unknowingly were messing around with Don Lothario, which Dina was also married to Michael, which Michael is Bella Goth's son. Isn't that freaking crazy? But we'll get into that later because it's messy. While all of that is going on, Bella had been abducted by aliens. At least that's what many believe. There was a missing person poster on milk jugs and 2 children's books, one called Where is Bella and the other, written by Bella's son Alexander, called Murder in Pleasantville. Many thought her disappearance had something to do with Mortimer, but I don't necessarily think that's the case. Bella was found in Strangetown, which proves of her being abducted by aliens and being returned by them in Strangetown, which Strangetown is an Area 51 inspired town. I don't know what the aliens wanted from Bella, but she no longer had any memory of her previous life nor what had happened to her. Players believed Bella was cloned because of her different appearance in The Sims 4. In The Sims 4, all 4 members of the Goth family, Mortimer, Bella, Cassandra, and Alexander, appeared to live in Willow Creek, which throws the whole case off. There's also no graveyard at their new home, which is the first. It makes me wonder, is this even really the Goth family? Now let's get back to the whole Mortimer and Dina mess, because it's quite crazy to me and I love looking through the tea and messiness of this freaking family. First, starting with Don, because that man is not safe, at least not in my book. The last known spot for Bella was said to have been at Don's house. Who the heck is Don, you may be asking? Don once lived at 150 Main Street in Pleasantville in The Sims 2. Something strange had happened, hinted as an accidental teleportation, which players believe teleported him back in the Riverview. He was seen in Riverview as a young adult, but is an adult during the events that took place in Pleasantview. Keep that in mind because I found a post that theorizes Bella's disappearance having something to do with time traveling. I'm just gonna also put this out there that Don is also known for being a womanizer and being in a relationship with 2 other women who are Dina and Nina Caliente. His first kiss being Nina, Cassandra Goth, which is his fiance, and also the daughter of Bella Goth, and Kaylin Langerek becomes his maid if you play the game correctly. I don't know if she's automatically a maid. I think you have to like play with the storyline and she can become your maid, but I'm just gonna say that she was the maid of Don and Cassandra. Don is also allegedly involved in seeing Bella Goth, which is again the mother of Cassandra, but that rumor is most likely to be false. Like I stated earlier, Bella was last seen at Don's house in Pleasantview, but she was only over there to welcome him to the neighborhood. Don misread her intentions and got rejected once he tried making out with her. That says a lot about him though, doesn't it? Did he set Bella up and reach out to the aliens? Anyways, back to Mortimer and Dina. In The Sims 2, Dina lived in a small condo with Nina. When you first play with Dina, she wants to get engaged to Mortimer. She is highly interested in money, fashion, entertainment, arts, and travel. She also enjoys playing in the bathtub frequently. Dina ended up marrying Michael Batchelor, Bella Goth's brother, when Michael was an elder, possibly using him for money as well. I will say that she didn't have any memories of marrying a rich sim though. Instead, it was falling in love with Michael. She also had her first kiss with him when she was a teen. And the affair that she had with Don Lothario, Cassandra Goth's fiance, didn't go any further than a kiss, which is still bad, kiss or not. He was still in a relationship with Cassandra. Dina started having an affair with Mortimer Goth after the death of her husband Michael Batchelor, only for money purposes. Still messed up. This whole family is just all over the place, but I'm going to end the affairs here. I have one last thing to go over before I close this case. Remember I said to keep the teleportation theory in mind? Well, now I'm about to go back over that. I'm just going to read pretty much word for word from this post that I found on Reddit. When I read this, I was like, you know what? They might be actually onto something. I'm going to leave the post on the screen as I read this so that you guys can read along with me. It says, in The Sims 3, into the future, your Sims can change the future. Your Sims can also die by time paradox sickness if they go back and forth too often. We know the effects time travel has on Sims now, but what about the world? Although ITF time travel is a bit more refined and safe, there's a different way to travel to the future, a more primitive way. In The Sims 3, ambitions, your Sims can invent a prototype time machine. There's a difference between this time machine and the time portal from ITF. The ambitions time machine is way more unstable. Unlike the ITF machine, the ambitions machine allows your Sim to travel to the past as well as the future. Things also go wrong way more often using the ambitions machine. ITF never shipped with a main world, only the Oasis landing subworld, suggesting Emit Relevert canonically landed in Sunset Valley where he would meet Bella. It all comes back to Bella Goth. My speculation is that Bella Goth was never involved with aliens and that the strange town Bella is just a time anomaly. Two Bella Goths being in the same stream could have caused catastrophic damage to the time-space continuum. The Sims 4's biography description for Bella Goth mentions her disappearing from time to time. Bella Goth is a time traveler and never had dealings with the aliens. She met Emit Relevart as a young adult in Sunset Valley, where she learned to invent her own time machine, the one we see in Ambitions, with his help. The Bella Goth we see in The Sims 4 is the original Bella Goth born in Sunset Valley, and everyone else is an alternate version of themselves. Emit's time machine can travel in space as well, and that's how she ended up on Lunar Lakes, where she was buried after losing her battle with time paradox sickness. Whoa, that is a lot of speculation, but they're onto something. And also the comment at the bottom says, I always just figured the alternate timeline was made by Alexander Goth traveling back in time and writing a book about his mother's disappearance, as can be seen in The Sims 3. Him doing that causes a butterfly effect that took the timeline into the course that The Sims 4 is on. So I don't even know what to believe. At first, honestly, I thought maybe Don had something to do with it, because it just raises my eyebrows a little bit to find out that she was last seen at his house. Like, yeah, you were greeting him or whatever, welcoming him into the neighborhood, but also why? What made you go over there? You know, I don't know. It's just a lot on my mind. I feel like Don Loki has something to do with it, but I also do agree with that Reddit post. I do feel like teleportation and time traveling has a lot to do with Bella Goth's disappearance, and that is my final thought on this case. I am going to close it out here because I could keep going on and on, but I do want to know what you guys think about this in the comments below. I know this is the most talked about case in The Sims 4, but honestly, I love doing stuff like this because I always said I would do a podcast, but I don't really know what to talk about in a podcast. So why not do one based on The Sims 4 and make it like a mini version or a mini series? So if you guys enjoy this, let me know what mystery cases or any cases that has to do with The Sims 4 or any of the Sims characters. Who do you guys want me to go into next to find out more about them? Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and of course comment down below. Let me know your opinions. This is something different because I am basing my channel on speed builds, but now I want to do a wide variety of things on my channel, Sims related, of course. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye.